They basically gave whatever the $9 million, I don't remember what his exact number was, but they gave him the $9 million to, they freed up $9 million because they gave him some money more up front right now rather than spread it out over this season so they can get under the cap because they got to still sign rookies and everything. So I think it was about $25 million that was due to him. They gave him more money up front. So now that's that salary cap number lessened so they can sign the rookies, other free agents in June, all of those sorts of things. So he's essentially on a one-year deal, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you get the money up front, right? Like he said, like it gets guaranteed essentially. So it's not a bad thing for the player.
No, right, of
yeah,
course.
he gets the money in present value is all, instead of getting it
one chunk.
Instead of getting it over X amount of months, he gets it and he gets to invest it early. That's all.
Yeah.
I can only turn left, Jeremy. Blue steel. What is this?
You had handles. You had handles. You go left or right.
Yeah, I'm quoting Zoolander quotes. You don't get it. Anyway, I want to germ thread just for 1 second, Jeremy.
Yeah, I didn't get that either. But
Yeah, it was Zoolander quotes.
I get it now.
Yeah, you get it now that I had to tell you it was Zoolander
He's
quotes.
so hot right now.
He's so hot. Hanzo. So hot.
That one I know.
There you go. Okay.
That one I remember.
So Bruce Arians, all of a sudden you tied it all together for me. You're just connecting the dots, saying what this looks like. You're not saying it was because of this, Tom requested or not. I mean, Tom obviously sitting front row at the press conference, supporting Bruce Arians, all this stuff. But you're saying there's actually validity to a little bit of this narrative that is starting to prevail itself about how things are looking with the Miami Dolphins. That's what you're telling me. You're saying there's a chance.
I'm saying Tom Brady's requesting a trade to the Miami Dolphins. No. So
Are you reporting it?
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Live on the show.
Talk to me.
Well, there's a difference between suspicions and proof, right? We don't have proof.
We don't have proof
that there's a major rift between Bruce Arians and Tom Brady wanted to go to Miami. There are suspicions of some of those things.
Such as?
I would say the only thing that you really heard that was maybe even a concern is like Brady's a grinder. He's there working all the time. He's there with the coaches. And Bruce Arians was older, was going through like an Achilles injury last year that like had a surgery in the offseason, took him away a little bit. Like he wasn't maybe grinding in the office like Tom was, which isn't a huge deal. But like I think maybe Tom was looking for somebody that he's going to be in the foxhole with, so to speak. That's really I really think some of that is overblown as far as the relationship.
I just can't with you guys, man.
I'm just asking follow-up questions, Key.
I understand you're doing your job, Jason, but at the end of the day, I want to jump in bleach because you're reaching, and it's like, no, he didn't retire because Tom Brady came back and all. It's just like, no, it didn't happen. All players that are great have some sort of misunderstanding at times with their head coaches. That's what it is.
You hear all the same. Everyone's hearing the same stuff. You mean to tell me that there was that you don't believe that Tom Brady, or suspect that Tom Brady had a pretty good idea? Maybe it's possible he wanted to play for the Dolphins, and maybe Sean Payton would meet him there, and all those kind of things. You don't buy that at all?
No, it's not that I don't buy it, Max. It's a complicated situation. Again, to say that Brady is going to get ownership, he cannot be a player and own a piece of the team. It just doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And then if you say, well, he can do it 10 years from now, okay, man, whatever. I'll give you part of the team 10 years from now if you come play with me. Who's to say Stephen Ross is going to own the team 10 years from now? Well, he's going to sign documents. Okay, billionaire guys like that are not taking chances on documents being signed and put in a safe.
Jeremy, what about that? Like, he is bringing up good points. It would seem to be complex. In your experience, can these things be worked out without the kind of documentation that would get everyone in trouble? Can those kind of deals be worked out? Have you experienced stuff like that?
Man, I have no idea. I'm coming in hot here. Look, it's plausible that he wanted to go to the Dolphins, but two things can be true. That doesn't mean he had to have a rift with his head coach in Tampa. Yeah. He could have wanted a change and been relatively happy with his Tampa Bay experience at the same time. Two things can be true.
Sure.
As far as the ownership piece, that has been speculated about with New England all the time that he was there because he was taking low money. Right now, it was believed it's because Bill Belichick wanted to build a team, and they were convinced that the quarterback you can't overpay him.
I shouldn't ask you to adjudicate Key in my conversations. My fault, Jeremy.
I would be surprised if you could do that. Be an owner player in the NFL. Like, it's been done, I think, with other sports in the past. But I just.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.